Are you having problems moving on from the past? This is a very typical thing that I see in my practice quite a bit. Hi, my name is Chris McCleary, National Dream Center, and I just want to talk a little bit about how one can go about letting go of the past. We tend to try to fight these things from the past, and then in that struggle produces a lot of suffering, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of tension in the body. A lot of this you can't even feel because it's unconscious, or can be unconscious. But the more we struggle to avoid those memories, those thoughts from the past, the more they tend to stick in the mind and the more they tend to grow. So for example, if I say, don't think about ice cream, if you're like most people, I've just made you think about ice cream. So the fact that you're trying to not think about something makes you think more about it. That's kind of the problem with struggling against these past experiences, past memories. And so really the way that we go about moving on from the past is to do quite the opposite, which is just kind of surrender and accept the fact that it happened, accept the fact that it's in the past and there's nothing that you can do about it at this point. Accept that this might always be there in the consciousness, in the psyche. And if we relax into that acceptance or that surrender, we might notice that we start to become indifferent to the past. So at this point, we go into kind of phase 2. If the first phase was acceptance, the next phase would be to come back into our body, because our body is right here, right now. That thought or that memory isn't right here, right now, but in a way it is. And the only way it's with you right now is in your body. It's stored in your mind body. And the only way to extinguish that is to feel it and experience it. And by feeling it and experiencing it, you're actually releasing it. Not sure if that airplane is causing you noise, but it's distracting me. So, if we review a little bit, in order to move on from the past, stop fighting it, stop struggling against it, and accept the fact that it's there and it's going to be there. It's not going away. The more you try to strip it away, the more you try to shed it away, the more you try to fight against it or do thought stopping against it, distract yourself, the more those issues get repressed and pushed down into your mind body. It just stays there. So instead, surrender. What do you surrender to? You don't really have to surrender to anything in particular. You certainly don't have to surrender to what happened. You can just surrender in terms of your body posture. You just become relaxed. That's the surrender. Just stop the struggle. That's the surrender. And that's the acceptance too. Accept and then relax into it to extinguish it. But we're not trying to get rid of it. Again, if you get into the cycle of trying to get rid of it, it actually makes this problem worse. Okay? So, simply breathe, become aware of what that emotion is, or what that memory is doing to your body. So become aware of your body. You might have more higher heart rate, or you might have high blood pressure, you might have a throat that's tense, or you might have racing thoughts. Just notice what's happening right now in your experience. I'll do another module later on the benefit of thoughts, and really this notion of thought stopping is not quite so beneficial, and there's another way of that too. So anyway, moving on from the past, we're looking at accepting and relaxing and becoming aware of what's happening to you right now. I hope this video helped, and if so, leave some comments below. And please subscribe. I'm going to be doing more of these videos in the future. Have a great day.